Welcome back, trainers, and today we're going to be testing out a Pokemon I've never used whatsoever, and that's going to be Dubwool. I do have a decent IV here. I didn't check what rank it is, but I just went ahead and made it, and let's go ahead and have some fun. Of course, it's going to have that new move, Double Kick. We're going to be going with Body Slam and Wild Charge, and I'm going to have to say I had a lot of fun using this thing. It can take a hit, and it's hilarious when it does attack. If you do enjoy my videos, give it a thumbs up. Really do appreciate that. We're going to be pairing it up with Shadow Alolan Marowak with Fire Blast, as you can see, coming in handy, taking the opponents by surprise when they've lowered my attack, or in other situations when their shields are down, or just whenever. And then, of course, the All-Star, the one we've been using for years, Shadow Venusaur, putting in that work. You're going to be seeing it's closing out amazingly. Alright, so what do we got going on? Dubwool is going to be a normal type, weak to fighting, resisting ghost. That's it. Its moves are great here, especially for the coverage that we do have going on. As far as like protecting from fighting or fire, I mean, it's got body slams, so I mean that's got, you know, that going on. Yeah, we also have Wild Charge to protect ourselves from water from the Alolan Marowak, so it's looking great. Anyways, we're going to be seeing ourselves up against this Wigglytuff. The alignment is just perfect. We could have gone bait and then sludge, but at this point it doesn't really matter because we know we're going to be able to take that win up against the Wigglytuff and then taking out that Vigoroth with one Vine Whip. Let's see what we have next here. We do have it as a safe swap, or at least in the middle. So we're met with a Galarian Stunfisk, not particularly the best matchup here, but they're going to be swapping into an Altaria. And I was thinking, okay, just going to go ahead and go for the Shadow Bone here and then swap into the Dubwool. Not very effective with that double kick. So if you're not familiar or not aware, some of you, if you're new or just haven't been paying attention, double kick is going to be a low damage, decent damage, and then great energy gain. That's what it's doing here. Same with Fairy Wind, okay? Really depends on who's using it, if they're getting stabbed or not. Dubwool using this is great. I like it quite a bit. So we're going for that Body Slam, which is going to be getting stabbed. They do have a Chandelure in the back, which we're able to get to the Wild Charge. Body Slam's not very effective up against that Ghost. Shields are down. We're doing pretty much all their health here. Now, here's something crazy. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if they didn't have the charge move or they're just there, but we're able to take them out. We needed that to happen. Bringing in the Marowak here, going for the Shadow Bone, and we're going to be able to take them out. They got the Galarian Stunfisk. We're just going to stay here, let them throw. We got a shield left. Venusaur is going to be able to put in that work. Now, I wasn't counting how much energy they had, so I don't know if they baited me and they can go for an Earthquake if they could have won, but at this point, it doesn't really matter. One Frenzy Plant is going to be enough to take them out. Well, one more Vine Whip, and then they go down, and we take the win. Again, I'm telling you, Venusaur closing it out is amazing. Horrible lead here. Since we do have Wild Charge, we're going to go ahead and just swap into our Dubwool, and let's see what they're going to bring in. Skarmory. Well, look at this. What do you know, folks? Wild Charge yet again coming in handy. So we can let this go. Dubwool flexing over here on the Skarmory. Did you see that? The attack animation, absolutely hilarious and very entertaining and funny to watch, especially if it's my first time or your first time seeing this. It's like, what is this thing doing a back kick every single time like a Billy Goat over here. Alright, so I could have maybe went for a bait, unfortunately. First time using it, didn't know if they're going to double shield. That's still an okay situation. We do have a Alolan Marowak. They could go for Brave Bird, which will bring us down low, and then Venusaur, although we've seen it take out Skarmory's. I don't feel comfortable at this point because they still have two Pokemon. So we're going to go ahead and take them out right away here. Still holding on to two shields. They got a Bastiodon, so we know we can cover the Azumarill. If they swap to catch, I mean, that's basically a KO for the Azumarill, so they can go ahead and do that. Now it's just a race against taking out this Bastiodon. I do something a little strange. I farm up a little extra, which I don't think that was a horrible idea, because the Azumarill does have energy, if I do recall. So building up a little bit more than we need here, or at least a comfortable position so they can't get to a double Ice Beam some magical way, who knows. But we're getting to that Frenzy Plant and almost going to be able to KO. They're getting to a charge move here. And I do believe they've already pushed back out because we got our thing. So they hit their charge move, then push back out. Okay. It's funny because we have those little check marks of how many wins we got. You know exactly when they quit. Next battle, another Galarian Stunfisk. And let's see, looks like they're going to want to stay in this situation here because it's not a bad position to be in for them, really. So we're going to go ahead and let this go, knowing it's a Rock Slide, not going to be able to KO. The Quick Move's not going to be able to take us out. Almost building up to a Fire Blast, but they let it go and they call it. Don't think they were expecting a Fire Blast, but nonetheless they survive. And then we let that go as well and take them down. I wanted to bring in the Dubwool and farm them down here. Don't think they're going to be able to get to Earthquake. There's no way. So we'll let this Rock Slide go. Dubwool being able to take these hits. Not stab. Galarian Stunfisk doesn't have the craziest attack. Bringing in their own Venusaur here. So we're going to go for a Body Slam. But at this point, I felt like that was kind of a waste because Sludge Bomb from a Shadow Venusaur to another one is virtually almost enough. But that's okay. Let's see what we have going on here. They bait me with a Frenzy Plant. Lovely. So I assume they're going to go ahead and use their shield here. That's okay. Whatever. So they still have one shield left. It's not looking too great. What's going on here? Sludge Bomb. Will we survive? We're going to go ahead and shield that up and call it here. Building up, going for the next one. It is not a Shadow on their end, so we should be able to survive. It's usually just the Shadow on Shadow action, which is going to be doing a ton of damage to each other. But we're going to be able to survive. We retreat with energy, and they have a Haunter back there. We're going to resist their Ghost moves, folks. Unless they get to a Sludge Bomb, we're looking good. I do believe they go for a Shadow Ball, which is not going to be enough. This team is looking good. Dubwool putting in that work. We survive barely and get to the Body Slam. Do you see why I like this thing? The IVs were great, though. So because of those IVs, I do believe we survived that attack. Bringing in Venusaur, and we're able to get to the Sludge Bomb. And yet again, closing out the game for us, Shadow Venusaur, putting in that work, as well as the other Pokemon, too. Moving on to our next battle. Got a great lead with that Skarmory here. Alright, so it looks like they want to stay put, which sounds good to me. We do have to look out for a Brave Bird. It's going to be doing a lot of damage. Going for that Shadow Bone. We don't need to build up to Fire Blast. There's no point here. Alright, they're letting it go. Sounds good. We're going to also let this go here and then try to farm them down. We should be able to do so here. And fantastic. Shadow Alola Marowak. I love this thing. Always putting in that work. Politoed. There it is. Expecting that water. So we're going to go ahead and throw this and then swap because we don't want them to farm us all the way down. That's going to be a lot of energy coming from that Politoed. So we're going to be bringing in Dubwool here, seeing that we do have Wild Charge. And then the Venusaur in the back. Skarmory is down, so I'm pretty sure Venusaur is going to be okay here. We'll have to see what's in the back. But we are going to go ahead and call this again and let another Weather Ball go. And we're building up to 2 Wild Charges. And let's let her rip here with this thing. 1 Wild Charge and they let it go. Sweet. And they have a Typhlosion in the back. So we do have a Venusaur. This can get a little bit tricky here, going for the Body Slam and getting off another Body Slam here up against this Shadow Typhlosion. Now here's a little trick, a little something different. Again, perfectly fine. I just want to put this out there. They do have Fire Blast. See, not everybody has these moves. Not everybody has TMs. And the way I look at it is it's the beginning of the season, and I'm happy they're even playing. I'm happy they're even giving it a shot. And, well, good game nonetheless. If you had Blast Burn, I mean, you would have probably did a lot of work there towards the end, but good game. Next battle, we have a Badly swapping into Dubwool up against a Bastodon at first. We bring in Dubwool because we do have Double Kick, which does a lot of damage, and they're going to be swapping into Swampert here. So this is fine. At least we're going to be able to take care of this Water type up against our normal type, when our Fire can just go ahead and handle something else. Venusaur can still take care of the Bastodon. That thing is just, I'm telling you, you already know what it is. If you don't have something to take care of that, you're pretty much just back out. All right, it's over. So bringing in the Venusaur to farm them down, 1-to-1 shield. Let's start building up that energy. Bringing in a Mew. Okay, we got to finesse this one here. It's not looking bad, but it's not looking horrible. Getting their last shield and swapping into our Alola Marowak. Now they're going to be bringing in Bastodon. We need to get off of Fire Blast. They hit me with Wild Charge. Flame Charge. Not very effective. Sounds great. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and build up to that Fire Blast, doing as much damage as we possibly can. Look at that. Amazing. So we're good to go now. We just need to get off 1 Frenzy Plant. But what we're going to have to do is farm up extra. We have to stop them right before they get to their next charge move here, because I do believe that Mew is ready to go with another Flame Charge, or at least almost there. So going for the Frenzy Plant, taking them out, and can we get there? And this is going to be enough. This is why Shadow Venusaur is so OP. Well, Dubwool is great. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!